Assalamu alaikum everybody, my name is Yuka Tasnim and welcome to Yuka Speaks. So I have begun a series on Sura Al-Humaza which deals with three kinds of people. The first group is someone who says bad things behind their back. Humaza, which is the second group of people, is someone who insults them on their face. And the third group of people are those who earns money, saves them, but does not spend it on other people. They just keep it in their bank or in their savings account, right? So Allah dislikes these three kinds of people. And my focus will be on Humaza and Humaza. Now let's see at the first ayat of this surah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wailul lil kulli humazatil lumazza. Here, Humaza is someone, again I'm mentioning, who says bad things behind their back, and Humaza is someone who insults them on their face. And Allah is literally scolding and yelling at both of them. He dislikes, I wouldn't say the people, but these two qualities that we tend to have within our characteristics. And Allah does not like it. So, which is very interesting. And I'm going to give you my perspective here, that all this time I thought that saying bad things behind a person's back is only considered backbiting. But no, Allah goes one step forward and also includes those people who says negative things, rude things on a person's face. Now, we see this in a lot of social gathering, may it be hanging out with friends or family gatherings or relatives, stuff like that. Especially it happens within friends and cousins. And, someone says something really very funny targeting someone. Maybe that person does not like it, but he or she does not say it because they're in a social gathering. And then the friend says, oh, don't worry, we are just kidding, we are just joking and everything. It's as if like saying insulting things on their face is an accomplishment, or laughing at someone else's expense, making them feel bad, is an accomplishment. And if you see at the kind of society we have created, usually we tend to reward this kind of people who makes fun of other people at their expenses. Like we find this kind of people really very funny, really very cool. They have this vibe going on about them, like, oh, he has we also call them like this person has a sense of humor. Yet Allah Rabbul Alamin is literally like scolding this kind of people and saying that no, these are the same qualities you should not have within yourself. Okay, which is like amazing, because this surah has opened my eyes to my own faults. Because when I was younger and when I just didn't know any better, especially about this surah, especially about Quran, I also tended to have this kind of qualities where I would say something regarding a friend, and we all laughed, but I never knew how that friend felt. I never knew, I never asked. Maybe she felt really very bad, yet she didn't say anything because we were in a social gathering. And I should not have done that. And sometimes I also exhibit the same kind of behavior towards my cousin. Maybe I'm saying something really very cool, funny, and people are considering really very like, oh, this person has, like, my cousin has a good sense of humor. But Allah dislikes this kind of qualities, this kind of actions that we do and exhibit onto other people. So this surah has been a real eye-opening. And okay, so Humaza and Humaza, as like I have posted this on my Instagram and Facebook, that the criteria for Humaza and Humaza is a bit broader than we realize. And I have listened to a lecture by Noman Ali Khan. He made a tafsir on this entire surah, and his tafsir was really very amazing, and I took certain things from his lecture. And in fact, whatever I just said mostly are from his lecture because the way he presents tafsir of Quran is just amazing, and I find it very easy to understand. So he says, what are the characteristics of Humaza Lumaza? Okay, so I'm listing some of the characteristics, and these all comes under Humaza Lumaza. Okay, so number one is anyone who is condescending. Number two, arrogance. Number three, being insensitive towards other people. Number four is being critical towards other people, where we can be really very easygoing, but we choose to be critical. And number five is backbiting. Number six is self-indulgent, like you just only care about yourself, you don't care about other people, like being selfish. And I lost the count, so I'm just gonna say it. Being harsh towards other people without, like, when we just lose patience, which is also a quality I have. May Allah help me, to remove this quality. May I remove this quality from my characteristics. Being disrespectful, being inconsiderate, being vulgar, like really using bad words, literally in casual conversation, because I've seen one or two examples like that, and may Allah guide them. Irreverent, also it's another example of being disrespectful. Conceited in speech or body language, meaning, for example, someone is passing through you and you know that person, but you particularly do not like that person, and you're like making certain kind of facial expression indicating your friend that is sitting beside you, like, oh, look at this XYZ who is passing by, look at this person whom I don't like. And your friend is also making a certain kind of facial expression, expressing their dislikeness. So maybe you guys are not exchanging words between yourselves, but you are already expressing that, okay, you do not like that person through your facial expression. And another thing, making rude facial expression, facial expression that makes other people uncomfortable, can also come under the criteria of Humaza and Lumaza. So why facial expression? And this is something I have personally experienced in like social gatherings, where I said something, we were having a conversation, and this other person made a certain kind of facial expression hearing what I just said, and that made me feel really bad. Like she did not like what I just said, or she did not understand what I just said. So she expressed her her dislikeness or whatever through her facial expression, and not dislikeness, I would say, like, just she made a facial expression that made me feel very uncomfortable and really very bad. So this is something I personally experienced, and Allah knows, maybe other people have experienced through me. May Allah forgive me, and also other people. So maybe we are not exchanging words, but even making facial expression is prohibited. Look, Allah knows that we are human beings, that it is not possible for us to like everyone around us. We are going to have our dislikeness, we are going to have our reservations against certain people, and that's okay, because that's human. You're not a jar of Nutella, or you're not a packet of biryani that everyone is going to like you and you're going to like everybody. That's not possible. We are going to have a reservation, but it's just that it's better if we keep it in our heart and not express it through our words and our behavior or our facial expression. Okay, that is the most human thing we can do. In fact, what did Allah Rabbul Alamin say when He created us? Like, humans are the best of His creations. We are not acting as best of Allah's creations if we exhibit this kind of behaviors that I just listed, that comes under Humaza Lumaza. Okay, the best of creations we can only become when we do not like this person, but we are not even saying anything about this person behind their back or onto their face. That's the ultimatum of humanity you can exhibit onto other people. So this is the first of the series, the first episode on backbiting and on slandering and on facial expression, on being rude. May Allah guide us to the proper etiquette. I hope I could articulate and translate this ayat that Allah Rabbul Alamin has put in his incredible Quran. My only intention is to teach myself and to teach other people, and I hope I have achieved that. So may Allah bless all of us. We are at the end of Ramadan. May this Ramadan brings us a lot of blessing. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.